This is the SEAT Leon Cupra, or SEAT Cupra, really, is what it's called now. They just kind of dropped the Leon thing out of it. With no harm, because Cupra is becoming its own sort of singular brand in among the rest of them. A bit like M is when it comes to BMW. Yes, I have the sunroof open, which is just here, and it's quite a lovely little addition to the car. You can close it there, there's the turn of a wheel, and you get it closed. Now the suspension is hard, which is probably why you're seeing a little vibration in the camera, but you need that because this is fast, very fast. 280 brake horsepower, fast. Anyway, 280 brake horsepower aside, you do get the tricky diff. And the tricky diff is a differential that's only put into the top spec VW Golf GTI Performance Pack 1. So that's the only way you get the tricky diff. Normally you have to pay extra for it. I think it's €1,500 in a Golf on top of its normal price. In this, it's standard, and that tricky diff is impossible to upset. You would want to be absolutely paralytically crazy with the car to make it do anything else other than turn corners. It is an amazing sensation within the car, absolutely brilliant. The car is perfectly weighted and balanced. I can do things via this, pressing a little flag here. The dashboard brings up a menu for Comfort, Sport, Cupra and Individual. You'll note there is no Eco setting, but in Individual, now Eco setting makes the engine calm down. Not trying to use so much petrol. But there is actually a setting in Individual you can go into and change the engine into Eco mode. I have no idea why you'd need to do that. I think you'd probably just be better off to leave it alone, as we do in Ireland. Just leave it be. Stick it in Cupra and forget about it, because it makes the most glorious hum when you're flying along at any speed. It has that oomph in every gear, and it has a lovely way, balanced, poised feeling. The noise comes again, and it's just off. It's just a wonderful sensation for a car of its class. Now the thing is, let's look at this logically. Is this better than a Golf? In some ways, it's the same as a Golf, which is good, because then you get actual 5 seats in the car and actual boost that you can use. And it becomes a pleasant thing to drive every day. And I have 6-speed box. I'm not doing great fuel economy, but I haven't been out of bloody Cooper mode since I picked it up. I just can't. I just won't. My brain will not comprehend turning this into EcoBus mode. Just doesn't happen. Not in my head, it doesn't anyway. Why would you do it when you can do that all day? And I'm not even really breaking a speed limit yet. I've just gone over 100 kilometers an hour there, like 103. And that's just visceral, straight in your face, exactly what you want it to be from a hot hatch. It just means you gotta hang on, you watch that rev counter climb and away you go. It's an absolutely brilliant package from SEAT. Unfortunately for SEAT, this is the best car that they make. Now the rest of the Leon range is actually a very good, practical, honest to God cars. They are. My preference, hard to beat this one, SEAT Leon ST in diesel, manual, a couple of options on it as well. It'll do a really, really good job at just being a load lugging device. Very hard to beat on price as well for the size of the car. But as performance goes, this is what SEAT do very well. They do this kind of freak out, let's just balls to the wall stuff. Everything involved. Give the car the beans and you'll have fun. And that's what SEAT should be doing. Shouldn't be making Alhambra or any of these other kind of big family yokes that they're driving around in. They should be making fast, hot hatches. They're bloody good at it. They really are. They really are when they concentrate. The last Cupra was brilliant as well, and this one is just as good, if not a bit better. And yes, I would buy this before I'd buy a GTI Golf. I would. It has the edge a little bit on styling. I think it's a little sharper around the edges, and I quite like that. in various points. There's little sharp lines and straight things, and just nice. The only thing SEAT hasn't got going for it is the badge. Really, the badge. It's got the Golf on 0 to 60 times. It's got the Golf on performance, speed, cornering. And if you take away the performance pack from the Golf, it's got a lot more to offer. A lot. Until the next time, I will see you on the far side.